Oh, is it going to? Sorry.
Yep. Here we are.
Okay, this is Matt Carter. I'm going to be demonstrating some of the physical work I've been doing for the Richard III project with Paul, and talking about why I did what I did. So one thing that I've worked on a little bit is the way that I actually choose to distribute the use of the leg. I've been using the right leg for all of the things you're going to see on here. And one of the things that I've done, or one of the attempts I've made, is to just try not bending the right knee, which creates a more subtle effect, and it looks like this. It doesn't as directly affect hobbling motion, and what it can do as a result is it creates a little more as though this person is not directly in a whole lot of pain. They just cannot bend their leg, and it causes a sort of a side-to-side and a little bit of a wobble. Another thing that in coupling this with, for instance, an arm, creates different effects depending on which arm is done. This is the right leg and the right arm both being unable to move, which has a different effect in using the left arm and the right leg. The reason this is because basic kinesiology suggests that legs and arms in human movement should move in opposition to each other. And in holding back one arm, it creates a different effect, and in some ways a more or less unnatural effect than holding back the other arm.
Let's talk about the second gait where you were attempting to do sort of a hobble.
Yeah. The other option that I looked at and discussed in my homework, I guess, was trying to just drag the leg behind me. Is it off?
Oh, no, it's asleep.
Sorry. Just trying to find out how that is affected if I try to just drag the leg behind. And it does create a different effect, first of all, because it's a much more blatant effect when the leg is dropped. It creates a much more deliberate gait, and as a result, a fairly slower gait. One thing that I did notice in this particular case is that moving faster with this is much more pronounced because it creates a sort of like a fighting motion. Again, in using the arms in tandem, it creates a different effect depending on which arm, if you choose to make either of the arms also disabled. The right arm has much the same effect as if neither arm is used, but when using the left arm and the right arm is free to move in opposition or in tandem with the right leg, it does create a little more of a bend, and that is a personal physical thing of mine. But in general, it is because of that unnatural movement, because the right arm and the right leg are moving together as opposed to separate from each other.
And I believe the third one you attempted to do was,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, the third thing that I looked at was attempting to behave as though the right knee in the right leg had absolutely no ability to hold weight or to be still. Sort of rubber knee is what I've been describing it as. And it creates a much different effect also. The thing that was discussed is that it has much more of a comedic or dance-like effect because it is a very, very unnatural, and it doesn't really support weight. There's only so far that you can take a limp knee before it just drops you altogether in this case. This also has an effect using the arms. This is right arm and right knee again. What happens here, and I don't know that it's very visible in the video, is because of holding the right arm in this way, and because the body is shifting so much, it needs the arm to actually use for balance, and because it's not there, it makes the foot turn sideways in terms of moving. So it creates a much different effect from doing it plain. Doing it with the left arm also has its own effect. In this case, again, the body needs the arms to create a center of balance. The left arm, in this case, is causing the hips to move to the side, and it's sort of creating a kind of a, if I can do it with the front, I can demonstrate it over there. Sort of a hobbling up and down motion versus a side-to-side forward diagonal kind of motion.
All right. That's all for now. Thank you.